Hey everybody, it's Amber back with another Packet Tracer video, and today we're just going to take a look at another network, and in this instance the customer wants to add an access point, another router, an 1841 router with the router that they already have along with their access point, and they have two PCs. So we're going to take a look at what we've already got to work with first here so that we can kind of match that up to make sure this is going to fit into our scenario. So we're going to take a look here. We can zoom in so we can take a look a little bit better at these here. We'll just bring these down here. So starting from the far side here, we've got this one here is a 1FGE. So if you click over here, 1FGE, what it'll tell you here, this is a Cisco Gigabit Ethernet Network module. This part can be used with a Cisco 2691, 3660, 3725, and a 3745 series router, which, as you can see, is not going to work with this. Next to that, this one here is also a 1FGE, an M1FGE. This one here is an NM1S, which if you click on this one, you'll see here, this is just a single port serial connection, which we may be able to use. And then over here, we've got a 1FFE, which is, this is a fast Ethernet interface with fiber media. So if we go ahead and we close out of that, we're going to go over here and we're going to take a look at the access point, which, if we zoom in here, you'll see this actually only has one port. It looks like the one that's on there is 1CFE, which I believe is a fast Ethernet switching port. Yes, with copper media. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave that as it is, and then we'll take a look here and see what we've got for capabilities on this here. So, as you recall, on the first router, router 0, we had the capability of doing, let's just look through here. So we have the Cisco 2-port serial. This is our switching ports, which I think that's actually going to be the one of the ones that we want to use here. You can do a WAN interface card, some RJ11 connectors, single port 10 megabit per second Ethernet. Here's your single serial port. This just does the RJ11, does two connectors. And then that's just a basic covers, I think, so that we can maximize the use here. We're going to do 4 ports, so we're going to put that over here on this side. Oh, forgot to turn the router off. So we're going to turn the router off first. We're going to put the 4 ports over here. And then we're going to locate our serial port. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a serial port on here. Single port serial connection. Actually, I think we want to do, yeah, actually I think we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So we're going to put that back in. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn that back on. We're going to close out the router here, and we're going to open up our wiring types here. And because we've got a serial port, you'll see here serial DTE, we need to do that connection from here. The serial to our serial port. We're going to need to do a crossover here. To our port on the router. we're going to go ahead and put that to the router. There we go. And then we're going to add the connection, the copper straight through connection for fast Ethernet here. And as you can see, everything's red, so we need to go in. We need to take a look and make sure that all of our ports, as you can see here, we've got ports that are not on. So we want to go through and we are going to turn all of our ports on. There we go. And then we're going to give it a minute and you'll see here we've already got it coming up. Connection here. We've got our connection to our router with our serial port. Looks like our PCs are not coming online, so we need to take a look and see what is so it looks like we might still have a port down. So we're going to go through here. We didn't get a port turned on. And perfect. So it looks like this one's coming back on. We just need to figure out what is going on with this one here. There we go. Looks like we just had it in wrong port. And now you'll see that the network is coming online. And that amber will turn to green here in just a few moments. And you'll see that we now have upgraded the network to add in this 1841 router. And we've got all ports up, green, and functioning. Have a good evening.